Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Darby if you are new here. Hello, welcome to Youngblood Homestead. Today's video is kind of different. So as you may have seen before, if you are a frequent viewer, I am pregnant. We are in third trimester, which is crazy to think about, but we're there. And I and my husband are both very into fitness, and working out during pregnancy is something that I find very important, and just kind of wanted to document some of the stuff that I did throughout this pregnancy and kind of how that's been going. The clips are probably going to be a little jumbly and everything, but these are just some examples of workouts that I do because it is not impossible to incorporate fitness and wellness into your pregnancy. I know everyone's pregnancy is different. There are medical conditions, etc. However, if you are able, there is room for these things. So here are a few clips of the different workouts that I've done, and then we'll kind of talk about a little bit of everything else. Okay, so as you saw in the video, I'm still doing deadlifts, which is a huge thing for me. I am a legs gal all day, every day. If I would only be able to work out one part of my body for the rest of my life, it would be my legs. That's just kind of how I always was in high school and stuff like that. I always trained legs. And so finding a program that still incorporated that, I was like, yes, please. Because I've just always, that's what I like. I'll train arms, but I'm like, I like working out my legs. So I'm still getting those deadlifts in, and the weights vary. Of course, with like the programming that I'm on, it has your like perceived rate of exertion. So like how much effort you're putting in to get those lifts, and they're not having you do 1 rep maxes. You're growing a whole human. and you may be able to. I haven't done much research into that, but those have been amazing to be able to keep those in. I have had to transition a little bit more towards more sumo, so wider stance, narrow grip, just because of belly, but I still can do a traditional deadlift. This far along, I'm nearly 30 weeks, so it is possible. Then there is a lot of arms actually in this video, or like full body kind of functional, what did I say, functional fitness? I consider CrossFit functional fitness, of like, it has you doing more movements of like things you would do in daily life. And some of these things are, but doing like, and I don't think we have any videos of it, but I'm doing like single arm bench press. I keep it inclined now just because of comfort. I can lay completely on my back and it be fine for a short amount of time. It's not gonna hurt me or baby, but for me, it's just uncomfortable. So I either put my feet up on the bench with me to get my back a little bit of a break, or I just go ahead and do a slight incline, and just help myself there. Then like bicep curls, like rope curls, all of that stuff is, for me, like, I try to picture it as, okay, how do these movements help me better myself? So when baby boy's here, I'm able to pick him up and things like that. So I'm still working on my squat, making sure that I can still get down and up in a safe position, getting cardio in, making sure I still have endurance so that I can be walking around with him, taking him outside on walks, in a stroller, and like, etc. A lot of that stuff just kind of playing into one another of what are things that I can work out muscle group wise still that are going to help me be strong when he's here. So like with bicep curls, you know, getting a curl in, you're picking up out of like a bassinet or a crib or out of a pack and play multiple times a day, probably. Picking up off the bed, putting onto the changing table. So downwards is you're getting more of that tricep, stuff like that, of where are our muscle groups going to be engaged the most, and finding ways to make sure I'm still kind of training those so that my own kid doesn't wear me out. But I have just seen so much like growth even in that, of that I'm not necessarily hitting new weights, but I'm seeing new muscle definition. I'm seeing new comfortability with those movements of like, okay, these are kind of getting too easy. Like I probably need to go up in weight, and sometimes I will. But to me, it is so important to try to get these things mixed in to just every part of our life, and getting this routine type stuff down, so that I feel prepared physically for taking care of him when he's here. But also for me, the gym is such a mental game of like, I don't know how to do this movement, or I haven't done this movement in forever and I kind of forgot, and like having to relearn it and make sure I'm doing it safely and protecting my core and different things like that. And for me, it's also such a mental game of like, oh, but I'm not strong enough. And it's like, hold up, you used to deadlift 190, you're strong enough. Like, it's okay. And you used to be able to bench press this and whatever, I can't remember all my PRs right now. And they're not that important, but knowing that I can do that is such a mental game in this part of my fitness journey of I'm doing this so that when I am recovering, I can get back to those weights. And I can do hard things now, which for me plays directly into labor. And the fact that labor is gonna be hard, it's gonna be long, potentially, and I have to be mentally prepared. I have to be able to tell myself, you can do this. You are fully capable of doing this. God created you to do this. Like, you can do it. And yes, is there a time and a place to tap out? Yeah, listen to your body. But for me, this is me pre-gaming. This is me preparing for like the ultimate workout of laboring and delivering a baby. So that is just a glimpse into my fitness journey during pregnancy. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to talk to you about it. There are so many programs out there. I'm sure there are several great ones. The one I have, I really like. So yeah, I think that is kind of it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed. And like I said, if you have any questions, please let us know. And if you would like to see kind of a breakdown of some of like my history, some of my pros and cons with different things about fitness and pregnancy, go check out our blog next Wednesday. And once that's posted, I'll come back and link it here. And that's going to kind of go through just the typed out version of like what my history is in fitness and stuff like that. So I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next week. All right, bye guys.